In 1918, 194 soldiers were trapped behind enemy lines in France. Radio dead, telegraph cut, 2 pigeons sent, both shot down, 1 pigeon left, they released it, it had a bullet through its chest, 1 eye missing, 1 leg hanging by a tendon, it flew 40 kilometers in 25 minutes and delivered the message anyway. 194 soldiers lived. The hero of this story is a pigeon. And right now, that bird's cousin is standing outside a McDonald's stealing someone's fries. This is the most disrespected, important animal in human history. Let's talk about pigeons. Look at a pigeon. Really look at one. It's doing that ridiculous head bob walk like it's listening to music nobody else can hear. It just walked into a trash can. It's staring at you. There are now somehow 40 of them. This is the animal that Julius Caesar depended on, that Genghis Khan used to hold his empire together, that won actual war medals, the one currently trying to eat a cigarette butt near your shoe. So how did we end up here? Why pigeons? Why not horses? Horses are fast, strong, and humans already loved them enormously. But horses need roads. Horses need food and water. Horses get captured. A horse carrying a secret message through enemy territory is basically a sign that says, "Hello, yes, I have very important information. Please attack me now." And horses cannot fly over mountains. Fine, eagles then. Eagles are majestic. Every powerful civilization put one on their flag. Surely you could train an eagle to carry messages. You cannot. Eagles are interested in exactly 2 things: eating other animals and looking extremely judgmental. Hand an eagle your urgent military dispatch and it will look at the message, look at you, drop the message, and fly away to go be majestic somewhere else. Eagles do not do errands. Nobody has ever successfully used an eagle as a messenger. So why pigeons? One ability: they can always find their way home. Always. Take a pigeon from its loft, put it in a dark box, drive it 1,800 kilometers away, release it in a field it has never seen, and it flies home, every time. Without a map, without GPS, just goes home like it has an appointment it absolutely cannot miss. And here's the brilliant insight ancient humans had. You don't need the pigeon to go to somewhere, you just need it to come from somewhere. Keep pigeons at your base, take some with your army, need to send a message back? Tie it to the pigeon, release it, done. No roads, no food supply, no enemy can intercept it. A flying encrypted message system that fits in your hands, and it figured this out before we did. How does a pigeon actually navigate? 4 completely separate systems running simultaneously. It uses the sun as a compass, it detects the Earth's magnetic field through particles in its beak, a literal built-in compass, it uses visual landmarks, and it hears infrasound, frequencies completely inaudible to humans that let it detect geographic features from hundreds of kilometers away. Ancient humans almost certainly discovered this by accident. Pigeons lived around human settlements for thousands of years, eating grain, nesting in buildings, being completely unbothered by everything. Someone noticed a pigeon always came back to the same place. Always. Some curious ancient person took it far away and released it. It came back, and that was the moment 5,000 years of the most important communication technology in human history began. The earliest evidence goes back around 5,000 years to ancient Egypt and Mesopotamia. The Egyptians sent news between cities by pigeon. Julius Caesar used them during his campaigns in Gaul. Victory messages arrived in Rome faster than any human messenger could run. The Roman Empire built pigeon relay stations across its territory, a proper pigeon postal service covering thousands of kilometers. Very organized, very Roman, very pigeon. Genghis Khan used pigeons to hold the largest contiguous empire in human history together. Territory stretching from China to Eastern Europe, fast communication wasn't optional, it was survival. The pigeons understood none of this, they just wanted to go home, which was exactly the point. In the 19th century, Paul Julius Reuter, yes, that Reuters, built the early foundations of his news agency on carrier pigeons. Before telegraph lines connected Europe's cities, pigeons carried stock prices, political news, financial information between them. The man who built one of the world's most powerful news organizations started with birds. Back to 1918. Back to that forest in France.
Cher Ami, a black check-cock carrier pigeon, US Army. 194 men trapped, surrounded, running out of ammunition, being accidentally bombed by their own artillery which had no idea where they were. 2 pigeons sent, both shot down. Cher Ami was all they had. They wrote the message, attached it to his leg, and released him into a forest full of people actively shooting at things. He was hit almost immediately. He fell. The men watched him fall. And then he kept flying. Bullet through his chest, one eye gone, one leg nearly severed, message capsule hanging by a single tendon. He flew 40 kilometers in 25 minutes, delivered the message, the bombardment stopped, 194 men walked out of that forest. Cher Ami was awarded the Croix de Guerre, one of France's highest military honors. His taxidermied body is on display at the Smithsonian Institution, where he remains significantly more decorated than most humans. In World War II, the British military had 250,000 pigeons in active service. Killing a carrier pigeon was a criminal offense punishable by death, not a fine, death. A pigeon named Paddy won the Dickon Medal, the animal equivalent of the Victoria Cross, for delivering the first confirmed news of D-Day back to Britain. Now, why are there so many pigeons in cities today? Here's where it comes full circle. The pigeons outside every cafe, on every statue, confidently walking into every automatic door they shouldn't, they're feral descendants of domestic carrier pigeons. For thousands of years, humans bred them, trained them, depended on them completely. Then we invented the telegraph, then the telephone, then the internet, and we just stopped, closed the lofts, let them go. And pigeons, being pigeons, looked at cities and thought, tall buildings, plenty of ledges, unlimited food, no real predators. Perfect. They moved in and never left. One last thing. Pigeons are one of only 6 animals on Earth that recognize themselves in a mirror. Humans, great apes, dolphins, elephants, magpies, and pigeons. Self-recognition is considered one of the key markers of higher intelligence. The bird that just walked into a trash can passes a cognitive test that most animals fail completely. So next time you see a pigeon doing that confident head bob across a city square, eating things it definitely shouldn't, completely unbothered by the entire world, just know, that bird's ancestors carried messages for Julius Caesar, held Genghis Khan's empire together, helped build Reuters, saved 194 soldiers in a French forest, served in 2 world wars, and some of them got medals. 5,000 years of service. We repaid them by inventing email and releasing them into city squares. If you learned something today, subscribe. New rabbit hole every week. See you next time.